Welcome to week 3. Is there a difference between assessment and evaluation? Yes, there is. An evaluation of something has a specific outcome, a final product. Assessment is ongoing and it guides our work. When we're teaching, it's easy to follow the pattern or the mapping of our curriculum. While we must teach our subject content, we must also follow our students in order for them to grow and learn. For example, I have found even when I'm teaching through an online course that while I may think the content and direction is a good one, I must be aware of where you are as students. As I read your discussions and responses, I note where there are strengths and affirmations to build upon. I also note confusions or approximations. I can build on strengths and I can clear up and teach at points of confusion. If I continue to teach my content, moving forward without regard to where you are, you may become spinning wheels, not learning and growing because you are not being challenged. On the other hand, you may become stuck in the muck and mire, digging a deeper hole and eventually abandoning learning. So it is with the K-12 students we teach. As classroom teachers, it's important to be careful observers of these students. Our observations should inform our instruction. If not, when the final evaluation is given, it will be too late to change the fate of our students. This week, we're going to examine several different tasks that give us valuable information for teaching students. We will be focusing using the following tasks: letter identification, word reading, word writing, hearing and recording sounds in words, and concepts about print. We will look at text reading and running records in week 4. The data that you collect from these tasks should be used in your tutor sessions when appropriate. Also, you should be using the data from the spelling inventories to guide your tutor sessions. Remember, you're going to be creating a final project based on this data. By the end of the week, you will use observation to analyze a student's phonemic awareness and ability to decode. You will have administered assessments to analyze a student's phonemic awareness and ability to decode. You will have applied knowledge from observations and assessment tools in instructional practices for reading and writing. You will be collaborating with other learners via the forum discussions in order to complete course assignments. Week 3's reading assignment. You're going to be reading Chapter 1 in Observation Survey by Marie Clay. And you're also going to read this, Concepts About Print. The following optional links explore additional phonics assessments. And these are optional. These are videos showing administration of Concepts About Print, or CAP. This is Observation survey assessment at a glance. This talks about the tasks of the observation survey. This video shows this teacher administering the tasks to this student. And I have time-stamped where each specific assessment task begins. Please note the very specific language that the teacher uses. There's no instruction going on. She is strictly a neutral observer assessing this child. These are the directions to administer the tasks. You may want to print those out and save them for future use. Your phonics lab assignment for week 3. You should have already worked with your student and have a routine established. Now, as you learn about these assessments, you're going to administer them to your student because you need to include them in your final project. For example, with young students, you may try the phonemic awareness assessments that are suggested in your text. These are non-negotiable. You have to give these. With a first grader, you will be administering the letter identification assessment, hearing and recording sounds and words, running records, the San Diego Quick Assessment of Word Reading, which you can find this if you Google for it online. It is free. You're also going to be collecting writing samples. This is when the child writes whatever they want to write about. They might want to write about what they did on the 4th of July. But the writing samples, we want the student to be doing the writing. If they are unable to spell a word, you may prompt and say it slowly, write what you hear. Please don't spell the words for the children because that's not going to help you analyze the writing. Second and third grade, hearing and recording sounds and words, running records, the San Diego Quick Assessment of Word Reading, again, writing samples. Fourth and fifth grade, you're going to be administering running records, the San Diego Quick Assessment of Word Reading, and writing samples. These assessments are going to be part of your final project. So make sure that you have administered them. You're probably going to be wanting to collect writing samples each time you tutor your student, doing a running record each time. That way you're going to be able to see growth. That's going to guide your instruction in these sessions. Please remember to keep your timesheet current. You have to have 20 total hours, 10 face-to-face with the child that you're tutoring, and 10 hours for prep and research. Forums, there are 2 this week. Remember, your initial post is due by 11:59 on Wednesday. Response to your classmates no later than Saturday at 11:59 p.m. And please take a look at the discussion forum rubric so that you are including everything that you need to receive the most possible points in your posts. If you have any questions, please ask me.